Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Tanae Costley, host of Real Talk Business and Motivation, and it's Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. So I'm coming to you live with another episode with a very special guest. She is a content creator and an entrepreneur. Her content is around inspiration and just making people feel good and making people laugh. So I'm really, really super excited to have her on the show today. And mainly, what we will be focusing on is creator mindset for success. So without further ado, I'm going to bring her on the screen. Her name is Michelle, and I'm going to let her introduce herself more. Hey, Michelle.
Hello there. Good evening. Is it evening? Yes.
Yes. Well, hold on. What time zone are you in?
It's 6 p.m. over here. I'm on Mountain Standard Time.
Okay, okay. So I'm in Eastern, it's 8 p.m. So I know we probably have people that will be tuning in from either time zone. So even it's still evening. But how
Right.
you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So you are a content creator and you are a full-time entrepreneur, right?
Yes, yes. I dabble a little bit of everything, you guys. First of all, let me introduce myself a little bit. I'm 42 years old, Navy veteran, was in there for 14 years. So I've always been in the medical field, and when it comes to entrepreneur, I have a health and wellness business called Thrive Lavelle, and doing the content creator. This is brand spanking new to me, you guys. I
And
mean,
you're
we'll get.
crushing it.
Oh yes, this is brand new. I've always craziness. I mean, I'm sure we'll get into it more later, but yes, the whole content creator. Just 2 months ago, I've always dabbed in reels and stuff, but with the whole invite with Facebook Reels, it's been crazy. It's been a blessing, but craziness.
And when she says crazy, she is literally crushing it. She's been a little humble right now, which is great, but she is killing it in Facebook Reels Play bonuses. So I know everyone who is tuning in wants to know how much have you made in total with Facebook Reels Play so far?
It is about 33,000.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm on my third invite now. So
Yes, that's crushing it. That is crushing it. To even be able to make that amount, and this is something that's new to you, right? And you
yes,
just thought it's going to be a little extra stream of income, a little change, but 33,000, that's not a little bit of change. That's a whole bag right there. So I just want to congratulate you on being able to reach that success in the Facebook Reels Play bonus program so far. I just
yes.
think that's awesome. And there's a lot of people that just would like to know more about you and what has been working for you so far in order for you to get to that level where you have been able to make a total of 33,000.
All right. So for my first month, my niche is, like she said, inspirational stuff, comedy. I'm a parent, so there's a lot of moms out there, stay-at-home moms. So I dabble in a lot of everything. I'm 42 years old. I've been through a lot of life. So
You look great. You look great,
thank
girl.
you, thank
It must be
you.
the health and wellness business because you are looking great. You're glowing. You really look
you.
young.
Thank you so much. And then from there, I started posting with maybe between 3 to 6 reels a day. And then mind you, I've had reels prior, so um, I would upload it to Facebook prior to
Mhm.
getting the invite, you guys. Okay, so I was just uploading old stuff on there, and then when the whole invite happened, because you have to have an invitation, I had no clue what it was. I thought it was a scam. So of course I clicked on it, and then that's when the opportunity came to make money out of the Facebook Reels. And I was like, oh, this is cute. I had no idea what was going on. Oh, this is cute. And then my reels, they start getting crazy views, like 100,000 views. I mean, ridiculous views. And then some of them, I think like 4 or 5 of them went to over 1 million views. My highest one is, I believe, is 8 million. I think I have one that's 4 million. And it was just comedy. People love to relate to you,
Mhm.
and people love to see that you're a real person. And I
And
find,
authentic.
yes, 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 authentic, yes. And seeing you, because a lot of, I mean, I'm not knocking on people's stuff, but what works for me is showing my face.
Mm-hmm.
showing my face, like redoing contents. Of course, it's original because it's a different spin. You do your own thing, and I don't know. A lot of people are attracted to that. They think it's funny. They can relate to it. So I think that's why a lot of my content has a lot of views. And like I said, it's inspirational stuff. And, we go through life, and some people need that reminder. Like, man, you're right. I shouldn't care about what the other person, thinks about me. I
Yeah.
should do my business. I should be moving on. I should be looking forward instead of like looking back all the time. So I don't know. That's what's been working for me. The first month was ridiculous. I believe I had 22 million views on the first month.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I made up to 19,000 on our first month of the invite. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, and then the second month it did go down a little bit, actually half. It did go down a lot, but that's when we were still trying to figure things out. And I believe people were, getting discouraged because a lot of us were seeing that as well. The views were going low. They weren't getting too much. What's the word? Engagement.
Traction.
Yes, or
Yeah.
engagement. And I was a little down too, but at the same time, I'm like, wait a minute, this is still money that's coming in. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing the first month, maybe doubling up my reels if I needed to.
Double up
But
is the keyword.
yes, yes. But I never stop, you guys. Don't stop.
Yeah, so I just want to thank you for coming on to the show. And I love your niche, which is inspiration and comedy, because people need to laugh and people need to feel good. I do a lot of content based around motivation myself. So I thought it'd be super awesome to just talk about that creator mindset for success. Guys, she has a health and wellness business. She looks young. She probably is not stressing that much. I'm not sure, but you don't look like you stress at all. And
Mhm.
it's really important as a creator when you put yourself on Front Street to really have a certain type of mindset because you're putting yourself out there. So
Right.
you wanna have that mindset built, tough exterior for success. And we are still in the middle of a pandemic right now, and it's crazy because Reels Play bonuses actually started in the pandemic. So I feel like a lot of that inspiration and motivation content is so relatable to everyone because even the most strongest people or people who might not have been through too much traumatic stuff, we're all in a pandemic. So everyone is being tested, everyone is having ups and downs. It's really crazy. So I do think in combination of the program starting in
Mhm.
the middle of this, that is why also that content is getting so much traction and engagement because people need to be uplifted right now. People need just to feel motivated and to feel encouraged. So I just think that's super awesome that your niche is around that. And I just wanted to touch on that a little bit more. So as you're posting this inspirational content and this funny stuff that's making people laugh and feel good, are you receiving DMs? Are you receiving like communication from people? Like
Yeah.
how is that looking for you?
It's overwhelming in a good way. Because we know there's influences out there that do what we're doing now, but to experience it yourself, it's it's very humbling, you guys. I have total strangers all over the world DMing me, just saying they've had a rough time, but they watch my videos because it makes them happy. It makes them feel better about themselves, or they're going through a rough time, or they lost a significant other. Just so much stuff, and just doing the inspirational stuff. It's actually picked up like my health and wellness business also, because they see me being so energetic, or I'll throw my stuff out there once in a while, and people are signing up because they're looking for something to make them, I don't know, change their lifestyle, to
Yeah. Change
make
their mindset.
yes. So I mean, it's there. You'll always have those other people too that that are the nasty ones, and that go in your DM just being rude and stuff. But I tell everybody, you got to have thick skin to do these kind of things, and
Yeah.
everything in life. Period. You know what I mean? Because nowadays people are just so soft that if they say, "Oh, I don't like your hair," I'm like, "Oh." You hurt my feelings. Like, no, you can't be doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I tell people too, I'm like, you guys gotta brush that off. There's always somebody that's gonna say something to you. There's always gonna be somebody hating on you, but then there's a lot of people looking up to you too.
Yeah. And I would say that that kind of like balance it and keeps me grounded, just me speaking personally. Like I don't care any negative comments because I can still scroll through my DMs and look at very positive messages about how I am creating a great impact in other people's lives. So all that negativity, that I'm not worried about that because the positive impact over outweighs that in general.
Yes.
So I do just want to say a lot of people are worried about this rules play, bonuses, money. And of course, we all want to make money off social media. But if you are creating content that you love creating, that you feel good creating, and it makes other people feel good, then organically, if you keep posting consistently, those views are going to come and that audience is going to start to be built. Now, Michelle, I just think it is awesome that your following has increased so much. So, can you let them know, like, where was your following when you initially started, and how did it increase to where it's at now?
Man, where was it? Oh, well, okay. My whole profile was on private at the beginning. Then for some reason, something told me to put it on public, and that's when
Mhm.
I started seeing the followers. Right, I started seeing followers was like it was 50. You guys, when I got the invite, I was like, oh, okay, cool, cute, 50. Then it went to like 500, and then it just went like wildfire. I was calculating, you guys, within 28 days, I was probably having 20,000 followers a week. It was
Wow.
and I was
Wow.
out. Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, "Are you sure it's not broken?" But
Wow.
yeah,
So that brought that up to about, you would say, like a hundred K followers within a month.
yes, yes,
So, listen, guys, if you are watching and you are worried that you do not have the following, you do not have the audience, your content might not be getting the traction that you're looking for, you might not be seeing the results yet.
mhm,
But someone like Michelle is here to share with you today that she started off with only 50 and that grew so organically to the point where she had over 100K in a month, which is crazy, which is bananas. That just proves that when you are authentic and you are yourself and you're
yes,
providing inspirational or some type of value in your content, whether you just being silly and crazy as hell and people just loving it because they need to laugh right now, we're in a pandemic, or people just like to laugh in general anyway, that
yes.
as long as you keep posting consistently inside of your niche,
Hmm.
then it is no telling when you will take off. And Michelle just happened to not only take off, but just skyrocket fast as crap, which is I'm talking about 50 followers to 100K followers in a month. She has racked in around 33,000 in Reels Play bonuses total, guys. This is just from her posting videos that she loves, which is inspiring and making people feel good, and she's able to not bring in extra income. She's bringing in another bag. Let's be real. She's bringing another bag home, and on top of that, feeling good about the type of content that she's creating and the impact that she is having. And
Mhm.
then also being able to build more clients in your health and wellness business. So
Yes,
kind of like hand in hand.
yes. It's just open. It's just opened a lot more opportunities too. I was telling you earlier, I've been able to work on a clothing line because I I have people asking me, "Oh my gosh, what are you wearing? What is this? What is that?" So all the network, the following that I have, has given me an opportunity to go to different avenues. You guys,
Well, first of all, I want to say I love the hat that you're wearing tonight.
that's
The
part. That's
inspired
part of
hat.
it.
Is that part of your clothing line?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so everyone, if you want, an inspirational cap or just some motivational gear, or
Right.
just check out whatever that she has. I love the cap, and I just love what you're doing as an entrepreneur. And it's crazy because once you build that following, it's like the opportunities are endless as long as you are thinking creative and you are thinking limitlessly. So that just brings us all to mindset again, because I know a lot of people are having just the fear of maybe not ever reaching the finish line, or just frustrated because they don't see the results that they want right away. So
Right.
I just think it's super important, if you are operating out of lack right now, to switch your mindset to limitless, because when you think limitlessly, a lot of opportunities will naturally just gravitate and flow to
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And I just want to ask you, how do you stay motivated? Like, what keeps you motivated? The person that's motivating everyone else.
It's family. It's my kids, my family. It's like you see, the way I grew up. I look at how I grew up. Of course, everybody can relate to this. It might have been a perfect, perfect childhood. You probably didn't get everything that you wanted or whatnot. And then when opportunities like this happen, I think about my family, my kids, what I can do for them. Everybody. Hopefully, everybody thinks that way. You take care of your
Yeah.
family first.
Your
But
why, your
yeah,
why, your
yeah,
why is
exactly.
important, and your why is what will keep you disciplined, keep you
Correct.
grounded, keep you focused, and stop yourself from giving up and quitting. Because if you
Yeah,
feel like you want to quit, your why is not strong enough. You need to
right.
sit back and reevaluate your why, because it's just something missing right there. So
Yep.
your why needs to be so airtight that whenever fear starts to creep into your mind, you're automatically like, mm-mm. This is what I'm doing it for. This is what I'm trying to accomplish in order to reach my goals. So I'm
Right.
sorry to cut you off right there, but you are explaining your why.
Mhm. Oh yeah, they say if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not strong enough.
Right.
It's not strong enough. You guys got to dig deep, and that's what it is. And like you said, positive mindset. People worry. People are so negative nowadays. I get it. Pandemic, it's rough, but you gotta like just find that light, you guys, and just keep going. I had no clue what the heck was happening when I was posting my reels. Okay, I I was just doing it for fun, y'all. I was just doing it for fun, and then look what happened. And I see a lot of people struggling. Yes, I struggle too with my reels. I'm like, oh, I'm not getting this much views and whatnot, but it's still slowly going there.
Right.
It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen overnight. Just like in any business, it's not gonna happen overnight. You have to put work into it. That's it.
Okay. So where would you say your views were at before you received the invite from Facebook?
Um, that's when I knew something was going crazy because I was getting crazy views on some of my reels that I put out there before I put the invite. But I was just like, oh, that's so cool. Yo, that's cool. Look, man. I'm like, tell my husband, like, look, babe, I got like 100,000 plays on here. I got this one. And then
Okay. So
when
they
I,
were doing really good.
yeah,
They were doing good before you got the invite.
yeah, off of just reels that I had older reels that I posted. And I just thought it was cute, you guys. I had no idea. I
So
was,
even I'm sorry. So even when you only had 50 followers, your reels were still doing pretty good
yeah,
as far as views.
yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't understand how when it started or how it started. Was my stuff already like out there? Because I was getting mad plays out for people I don't know who they were.
Right.
Yeah, so uh,
Okay. So once you switch your profile to public, that's when the following started to
yeah,
increase, right?
that's when it all
So
started.
first your real views were already at a pretty good point. You're getting pretty good views,
Yeah,
okay? Because a lot of people don't even get that many views and they get the invite. I'm not no, I didn't get anything crazy before I received the invite. I was getting a couple thousand, but I wasn't getting anything like crazy before I received the invite. But I received my invite back like last year, maybe like November or something like that. So how long have you been in the program?
I got my invite December 11th.
Okay, okay. So a little bit after. So that is really dope. And is it on your personal page or is it
It's
on
on
your business
it's
page?
on my personal page.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So if anyone is just tuning in right now, I have special guest on tonight. Her name is Michelle. She is a content creator and entrepreneur. She has her own clothing line and health and wellness business. Now she was invited to Facebook Reels program and was able to quickly catch on and build her following to the point where she went from 50 followers to 100,000 followers in only a month time span. Now she's tolling out at about 33,000 right now, just with the Facebook Rules Play bonus, receiving the invite back in December. So, guys, if you're watching right now, make sure you're taking notes on what has worked for Michelle and just any tips and tricks, because the point of bringing guests on is just to learn what's working for them and for you to be able to go back to your drawing board or maybe just implement new changes or get some motivation to keep you going and just take little bits and pieces from every guest every week for you can be able to grow and thrive in this or in your business or in your mindset, whatever you get from it. I hope it's just positive. So if you're watching right now, please feel free to like, comment, and share. Subscribe, turn your post notifications on because every Tuesday I am live at 8 p.m. with another guest. So, Michelle, thank you for coming on. And I know it's so many people out here right now that kind of want to backtrack to what you were doing before you got into Rose Play. I know you said you were a Navy veteran and you're a mom. But do you have anything that you want to go into deeper about your transformational journey into creating content or
Um.
entrepreneur journey in general?
Well, because I have I have a team, my Thrive business. I have younger, the younger crowd, the younger teammates. They're like all my baby sister, baby brothers, and I'm trying to, tell them about the Reels bonus. Of course, if you find something that's working for you, and you're having success in it, you share it with the people who your friends are, who your
Right.
family is, right?
Yes.
So, and I just tell them because there's so many, they don't see it themselves because some people don't know what they're, how do you say, is it niche? How do you say it?
You're
Girl,
good.
that, okay? And some people don't see what they're good at. And I guess I'm good at seeing that in them. So I'll tell them like, hey, you bake, you do this, do some reels on this, do some content on this, and I'll tell them to like make short videos because I believe you only need a viewer's view or whatever for 3 to 6 seconds. You don't have to have like long ass video, long content, or long reels. Make it short and simple, and like I said, people will can relate to you. Or like I have someone that's a martial artist trainer. I tell her, honey, do some tips. Throw some tips out there. It doesn't always have to be videos. Do some tips. Do some photography tips, martial arts tips, because there's a lot of people that do that. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. And I just tell them just go. As long as you're having fun doing what you're doing, you guys, and just it'll come. It'll follow. I
Yeah.
truly believe that manifest that stuff. Manifest positive stuff.
You
As
hitting
long
it
as
right on the nose.
yes, it comes.
And
That's
that
why
just
I try to do that. Just be positive.
yes, yes. That's very important. That just all ties back into having a growth mindset. And I know as part of my just transformational journey of just tapping more into myself and my gifts and just figuring out this whole entrepreneurship and my purpose and my path, it has just like transformed my mindset crazy to the point where I tap so much into myself. It's easy, like you said, to kind of be able to kind of see other people, and if they
Mhm.
are struggling, kind of be able to help them. It's like, I don't know if it's not a superpower, but honestly, it's like when you really are tapped into tapped into yourself and you have that growth mindset, it not only works for you, but it kind of reflects outward to the point where you're able to lift someone up, or you're able just to kind of give that kind of tip, or I don't know, uplift, motivation,
It's like
encouragement. You
it's
can kind of,
contagious. It's contagious.
yeah,
Okay.
it's contagious, because I'm
Contagious.
just like, how do I explain this? Because this is something that I do too. Like,
Mhm.
I'm just like, you don't have to overthink it. I think a lot of time people focus on their passions, which is fine. But sometimes when you're passionate about something, you have to either become an expert in it, you have to go to school for it, or you really have to kind of take extra steps to take action. But when
Yeah.
you focus on your gifts, things that you are naturally good at effortlessly, those are the things that you probably enjoy doing, and people get value from it. Just
Mhm.
like Michelle, she's an inspirational, she does inspirational content, she does funny content. Obviously she has a gift at being able to relate and just connect with people by her being her authentic self. um so I just want to say that when you are thinking about creating ideas for content, go within, like go within, get your mind right. Just do some self-reflection. What are you naturally good at? What are your natural gifts and abilities? What do other people tell you you're good at? Because sometimes people come to me and be
Mhm.
like, "Hey, you're really good at motivating me, or you really changed my mindset. I'll pay you for this." And I'm just like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." I'm just being myself and giving advice, because I can kind of see where you're struggling at, or where you need help at, or where I'm kind of like feel like that missing piece to what you need or what you're looking for, or how to connect the dots for your own transformational journey.
Yeah.
But it's very important, I feel like, to actively listen to. So if you're struggling right now, go back and think to conversations that you might have had with friends or family, or even strangers. Because for me, it's more so the conversations that I have from friends and family somewhat, but also strangers, because strangers don't know you from a can of paint. They don't know anything about you, and they are able to tell you how you have provided some type of insight or value into their life. And for someone that doesn't know you at all, that's what you really need to be taking into account and really paying attention to. So I just want to say, because I could want to do one thing and then somebody will come to me and say, you need to be doing this. Because you really changed how I was feeling. Well, I don't have anybody around me that's motivational, that even made me feel inspired to leave my job, or make me feel inspired to start self-reflecting and going within. Like, it's crazy. So if you're struggling right now with your niche, I said that all to say is kind of go back and do some self-reflecting. And even if you have to reach out to people, which I don't know, might not be as organic, than just kind of going back and kind of thinking about previous conversations that you might have had, with people, or even your content that you have out right now. What is getting the most reactions? Are you receiving like DMs? Are you receiving any like positive like feedback or communication? And if so, what type of content was that from? Like, really just start to sit back and kind of put the pieces together. Because if you can figure that out, and then if that's what you're naturally good at, and you feel okay doing it, then why not? Then
Yeah.
why not? Because that's going to be the easiest thing for you to do,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, and I feel like some people really struggle, like you said, making content. I mean, let's say they know what their niche. I can't say it. Their niche is. let's say, let's say they're they're cooks, okay, and they're running out of ideas. What I will do, since I like inspirational stuff, motivational stuff, I will look at other people's reels, or who I can relate to. I will look at their content and just be like, okay, I like this one. Let me twist it and do it into my own way, because it works. It works out. I'll have, because I mean, everybody can do the same content, you guys. It's the delivery. It's how you do it.
Yes.
Okay, because we could be both doing the same thing, and then somebody's like, "Oh no." She's crazier. I like this one better, obviously. You know what I mean? But I don't know. When I get stuck, that is what I do. I'll follow certain people like on IG if I like their content or they're good peoples or whatever. I'll now just look through their stuff just to give me ideas. So for the
Yeah.
ones that are stuck and you guys are running out of things to do or things to work on or ideas, follow somebody that you guys look up to.
Yes, I
Yeah.
would definitely say that. And
Mm-hmm.
if you are a person that may feel like you need to take breaks from social media,
Mm-hmm.
instead of taking a break, because if you're in a Reels Play Bonuses program, you really don't want to take a break. You want to be consistent. But what I can say is like comb through your social media and see like are you following people who has content like maybe negative content or like useless content, like just start to evaluate like what is your news feed looking like
Mm-hmm.
how is your news feed making you feel when you go on social media? Are you seeing people dying all the time? like
Right.
like seriously, no, like seriously, like it was to the point like I was following like news channels and stations before, and I was just like, I can't follow this because when I get up in the morning and I see this on my news feed, it's triggering me, it's making me feel a certain type of way, it's making me feel like I gotta like take a break from social media. So guys, like just pay attention to yourself. I would say like don't take breaks from social media, especially if you are an entrepreneur or a creator, but instead reevaluate, comb through your social media. Me, I only like following like positive people or like people that are really like-minded. So whether you are like a business owner or you're a creator or you're just really not just like posting like negative stuff all day, I want to
Yeah.
see positive stuff because I'm trying to stay in a positive, mindset. So I don't want like certain stuff on my timeline. So I can say that in order to be able to consistently nurture nurture your creator mindset that you are implementing or you are cultivating for success. You want to be aware of what you're taking in around you, and that goes for social media too. So I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of time people struggle with their mindset because of some of the stuff they are consuming. So if you wear
Right.
on social media all day, if you're scrolling through people's reels and stuff to get ideas for your reel, and then you come across stuff that make you feel a certain type of way, or maybe make you feel triggered, or make you feel sad, or it just kind of take you out of your element to how you know you need to be feeling to be in game mode, then you need to either be unfollowing or just kind of like, yeah, you can unfollow people on
Yes.
Facebook and still be friends with them. Even friends and family, like you can
Right.
unfollow people and still be friends with them. So whatever you have to do to make sure that you stay right in your mindset, because you are a creator, you are an entrepreneur, and let's be honest, we are in 2022, and social media is really important to have a
Yes.
presence on social media and to be leveraging your social media. So we really don't want to take breaks, but we might want to take breaks from people. No, seriously, seriously, because I feel like somebody need to hear that.
Yes. I heard. Yep. I heard that. I agree. I completely agree with you.
I know that keeps me motivated, and that keeps me in a certain mindset just watching the stuff I intake. So that goes for social media, that goes for what I'm listening to, what I'm watching. Like I only listen to positive like podcasts, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch a lot of TV, but if I do, it's usually something that's going to be helping me in business, or it's going to be
Growth.
something that's helping me with mindset. So if you're struggling with your mindset right now, you can turn on some podcasts. You can turn on some podcasts, whatever you're struggling with, and try to find something that's resonating with you and that can bring you back to like a center place where you're really grounded and you're balanced and you're just ready to go back out there, put yourself on Front Street if
Mm-hmm.
that's what's required as you being a content creator. If you're doing it more so mainly from like your business page or from the business aspect. Of course, your face doesn't always have to be in it. You can be really creative and think outside of the box and those type of way when it comes to business. But if you are somebody that's putting yourself constantly on Front Street, let's be mindful. Let's just be mindful of what we are intaking. That is super important. And I can really preach to that from where I have been in my transformational journey, my entrepreneur journey. A lot of things had to change. I had to take breaks from a lot of people on social media or in real life. And I used to be a type of person that watched Love and Hip Hop all the time, but honey, I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in years now. I haven't watched reality TV in years. So crazy. But I just want to really kind of dig in, like do a deep dive for everybody that's watching and came for that creator mindset for success. Is serious. When you are really serious about growing your business and about having the right mindset, you will like naturally cut stuff off. It's not even hard. Like when I look back at it, it was just like, how was I watching that all the time? Like that wasn't doing anything for me. Like I don't live a Love and Hip Hop type of lifestyle. Like seriously, but it really comes down. Like I changed Love and Hip Hop for million dollar mindset podcasts and just watching people who have grew and maybe who have been where I have been or where I am currently, and they have succeeded me. Like I want to see stuff like that. Like what you doing? Like
Right.
I can start implementing stuff into my business and what I'm currently doing, and that just all comes back around full circle to this podcast, to this platform, guys. And what I'm bringing is a guest every week.
Yes.
Only because I know how important and how valuable it is for other people who are watching, that are content creators and entrepreneurs, and that need that motivation or need those tips in order to succeed and to thrive, guys. Because I'm watching podcasts like that all the time. So I want to be able to bring you one too. So I just want to be able to give you back the floor because I will just talk all day. I'm really passionate about this mindset thing. So I just want to make sure if I'm touching somebody right now, let me know in the comments if you feeling motivated and inspired right now, if you're struggling with something right now. If you are really like having some type of frustration or difficulty when it comes to being a content creator or entrepreneur, drop it in the chat if you're comfortable. But let me know and drop any questions that you have when it comes to monetizing on social media, because we will be answering at the end.
Yes. And then it's like when you said positive mindset, just so you guys know, yes, I'm making reels, okay? I got my first payment last month, but this month I didn't get paid for this month, you guys. I don't know what happened between last month and this month. I haven't changed anything, and I could be easily like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. Let me just stop doing this because I didn't get my money. Facebook ain't giving me my money. Oh my God, I'm so done right now. And I see a lot of people get discouraged because they're not getting paid. I get it. It is very frustrating. But then I'll have to tell myself, okay, remember why you're doing this in the first place. Second, it's extra income for me. It's a good side. It's good money if the opportunity's there. And then third, it's still all new, you guys. They're still trying to hopefully work on kinks and stuff. And I'm just like, it's gonna happen. It's coming. But I'm not gonna stop. I'm still busting out reels, 3 to 4 reels a day, 3 to 4, 5, depending if my kids let me. If my kids leave me alone long enough to do that, I'm still doing it. I could easily be just like, damn, I'm pissed off. They ain't paying me for my stuff.
Right. Well, I feel like we're all human and we all might have that feeling. But the thing is, what do you do when you get that feeling of frustration, or when you get like when that fear starts to creep in? What do you do? Do you fold or do you double down? Do you go back to the drawing board? Do you make changes? I mean, if you start to feel really discouraged, are you turning on Love and Hip Hop? Like this will solve my problem, or no, seriously, like what are you doing when you start to feel that way? Are
Yeah.
you doing something that is going to be counteractive to that feeling? Are you listening to something positive? Are you watching something positive? I mean, if you need a therapist, are you going to somebody to talk to? Like, what are you doing to counteract that feeling? Because we all are human and we all
Yeah.
feel sometimes like, okay, like this is getting tough, or like, okay, where are the results? Like I'm doing all this work, hello, like I'm ready to receive my abundance and success,
Like
but
now, right now,
like
let me
right now, like
guys.
when I wake up tomorrow, I need to have $1 million in my account, and if I don't, I'm flipping all this crap over.
Right, it does not
No,
work like
but seriously, like, what do you do to counteract those negative thoughts, or like that fear based mindset, or any type of conditioning when it starts to creep in? You need to be counteracting that with something positive, with something that's going to get you right back on track, and that's going to keep you grounded and keep you balanced. And
remember your why, people. Remember why you do
bingo,
remember
bingo.
why.
Okay.
Baby steps,
And
still steps. You still moving. Just don't stop. Just don't stop. I could have stopped, but I'm not. I'm not gonna stop because I see it as you guys are already doing reels for the ones that are already doing it,
mm-hmm.
and you're looking for that opportunity, and you're just like, oh, but I want it, I want it, I want it, but it's not happening yet. Doesn't mean you stop. Continue doing what you were doing because you liked doing it. If the
Yeah.
opportunity, the money's there, then hell yeah, let's go. But don't be pissed off that you guys didn't get an invite yet, or that's not how you're not supposed to think that way. Don't be mad.
Right.
Don't be mad because when you're mad, then you start to manifest that shit. Manifest that stuff.
You're
You know what I mean?
good. I'm not being
Don't
monetized
manifest
yet.
that
Like,
stuff because I have noticed that when your energy is good, when you surround yourself with people that's good, they're that positive vibes, that it you start attracting that, you guys, for reals. It really starts coming around, and it's like, damn. And once you realize that, because you were so, let's just say you were so mad the other day, and then next week you're like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna change it. Let me just be this happy person. See what happens.
right.
Just you're not gonna have something dramatic like, oh my god, you won $1 million, but you'll start seeing your attitude change a little bit. That's what she said, that mindset. You have to like not necessarily trick your mind. No, you know what? Trick your mind.
Train. You have to train your mind.
That's the word. Train your mind to think of the what is it? The brighter side. I don't know.
Yeah, the silver lining.
Yeah, that one.
No, you're right. You're right on point, and that is super, super, super important. So I do just want to go back and just. I know a lot of people are receiving negative comments, so even that applies to when you're receiving negative comments. We're human.
That's still engagement, guys. Think of it that way.
Yeah, it's definitely still engagement.
Yeah. Just just don't be rude. Don't get crazy because you don't want to get cut off. Okay,
Right.
that's what I've learned. I've had some crazy comments on my stuff, and it's like, oh, let me just stop. Then I tell myself, okay, Michelle, no, stop. Just be like, oh, thank you. Thank
Listen,
you.
I have a moment every once in a blue moon. I still have a moment. I'm like, because obviously that person is miserable, and
Correct.
they obviously want me to come down to their level, or they're trying to get under my skin. I'm not going to let anybody succeed with taking me
Yeah.
out of my positive mindset that has been working for me, because a positive mindset will work for you. I just want to let you know, if you're in a negative mindset, that's probably why things are not working. If you are operating out of lack, or if you're operating out of fear, that's probably why you're not saying the things that you want come into fruition. So I
Yes.
do want to say that. And even if you have to, like, every time you see a negative comment, like, save like certain DMs or certain comments that make you feel good, that are positive, then maybe you need to do that. You can either print them out, you can add them to a vision board. But one thing that keeps me in a positive mindset and grounded and centered is being able to look at my vision board. I have my vision board in my office, which I create a lot of content in my office space, but I always want to go back to my why. And if you make a vision board, you can kind of incorporate it around your why and your goals and your vision. So anytime someone says anything negative or you're having just a tough day in general, you can go back to your vision board. You can look at it and you can keep yourself grounded and centered and just know why you're doing it. I mean, that's really important. Just have positive stuff surrounding you, positive and motivational. Like the quote behind me said, "You have the same amount of hours in a day as Beyonce." That keep me on point, honey, because I don't even know how she does it all. So I'm like a person. I have like a lot of positive, like motivational quotes in my office. I have my big vision board. I have these things that make me feel good and that keeps my mindset together. So sometimes you also want to change your space. Okay, we can change our social media. We can take breaks from people, unfollow, and still keep them as friends, or we can do a social media cleanse. But what is this space looking like around you? Like, I think when people feel negative or lack, they kind of gotta either go within or kind of look outside too. Like, what are you looking at every day? Do
And
you?
the thing is too, a lot of people compare their success to other people. Like
Yeah,
if I'm just right here and I see someone else that's all the way over here, don't do that, y'all.
right,
Don't compare your success. If someone's doing better than you, you know what? Congratulations.
right.
I'm
If
proud
you
of you.
don't feel motivated,
I'm proud
then
of you.
yeah, you don't
Yeah.
feel motivated by looking at somebody that's more successful than you or who has already reached another level. If that doesn't make you feel more motivated, then either you gotta figure that out. You gotta go within and figure out, okay, is it something in me that's feeling triggered, like I'm feeling envy and jealousy, but I'm not feeling right within my mindset? Because honestly, even if you don't have it all and you just have a positive mindset and you're not operating out of fear, you're operating out of faith, then
Yeah.
you're not really going to be worried about what somebody else has and what you don't have, because you're going to have enough faith in your vision and your goals and what you're doing, that you're not swayed by that type of stuff, and you don't feel like that type of jealousy when someone else is celebrating their accomplishments and what they have done. So sometimes, going within, guys, you'll figure out what's wrong with you, what's going on, and also probably what you should be doing to feel better, or what your natural gifts is. So everyone need to do some self-reflecting and journaling tonight.
Right. Yes. It's always definitely.
So
And
when you planning your content, don't forget about your mindset. That all comes down to if you have a content planner, or you have some type of way where you're keeping track of your ideas, if you're jotting them down. Also, take the time to journal, take the time to do some self-reflecting. And just you never know what you can come up with. You never know. Your niche might change, or you might take a step back and say, "Oh, I'm miserable doing this type of content because I don't love creating content about, I don't know, fixing cars or something. I'm just creating content fixing cars because that's what I'm doing all day, but that's not what I'm passionate about doing, or that's not what I'm naturally gifted at. Like, I'm just doing this because this is how I get paid in my 9 to 5 or something." Then okay, make some lifestyle content, or what do you do besides fix cars, or what do you do outside your 9 to job? Like, you don't have to just do something just to do it.
yeah. Yeah, it's a whole different ball game when you find something that you love doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I would definitely say that. And guys, I know it's getting late right now, so if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm going to start going through them right now, and if we didn't already answered them, we will try to get to them before we wrap it up. Oh, are they still sending invites? I have seen a few people in the group said they have received the invite recently. I
Mhm.
think it's becoming so oversaturated that it's probably less invites going out now, but it doesn't mean they have stopped completely. So I would still say, if you have a business page, go submit the interest form. Um, If you don't have a business page, you might want to create one because it does give you that just that extra benefit of being able to submit the interest form and seeing what happens because you might not ever receive an invite on your personal account. So that's always something to do. But as far as I know of, I have seen a few people
Yeah.
say they still have got invites recently. Not a lot, but a few. Okay,
And
but that doesn't mean you can't be part of the few. Just post consistently.
you never know. They might come up with some other stuff, you guys. You just never know.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's why it's so important to have a mindset because if they take rules away tomorrow, if they just wake up and say, you know what, next month rules is stopping. Everybody update rules is stopping. Like what's going to happen? Like do you have that mindset where you willing to pivot, like that you can pivot quickly, or is it the end of the world? And I
Right.
just think it's so important to have a growth mindset because if you are open to change and open to pivoting, then it's not going to affect you as much as other people who might not have that type of mindset. So I do just want to say that because if they end reels, like, what are you doing? I know before this, well, I create content for other businesses. I do a lot of other stuff just in the entrepreneur world. So if they take reels away today or tomorrow, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to die. I'm just going to implement changes. So I might go back to the drawing board, say, well, Rose is gone. Well, what's next? I'm always down to try whatever they roll out next. Um, so guys, please don't put like, all your, I mean, put your energy into reels, but like, I don't know how to phrase it, but always still be prepared. Like if you are doing a business, you should not have that type of mindset where it's just like reels, reels, reels. Yes, reels are awesome, but still you should always be thinking like if I leverage my social media properly, then my business will still grow and I will still be getting new clients and customers. So
Yeah.
even if you're not being paid for reels, you still should be posting on social media. And I see that
Right.
so many times that people saying they're going to quit, and then I go to their page. I'm like, oh, how you going to quit when you're a business owner and you're an entrepreneur? Like, there's so many other ways to leverage your social media. Like, reels just dropped. Like, what if it goes away? Like, you're still going to be a content creator, still going to be an entrepreneur. So just keep posting consistently because I know people personally who have built their businesses just by leveraging social media. So no reels, no monetization tools,
Mm-hmm.
no ads, just being relatable, just being extremely relatable and transparent and being able to build an organic audience, guys. So
Yeah.
you always want to be thinking big, never thinking small. Because to me, I love reels and I love the opportunity. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not thinking into like a small box. I'm always thinking
Uh,
bigger than that.
what else can you?
Yeah, I'm always thinking bigger. Like even if I'm not making a big chunk in this month in reels, or even if my views have dropped significantly, okay, okay, let me pivot or let me still post consistently because I'm still getting new clients and I'm still getting new customers. So you always need to have that type of mindset. Your attitude is gratitude.
Yeah.
So
You
just
never know.
always just be willing to change. For I really don't want nobody to drop dead because they in real.
And it's like, and you'll never know who you're gonna meet, you guys. Building your network, building a following, it still takes time. Prior to the reels, and someone told me you might have your superstar. You might meet someone in your network that's just gonna, pop off or help you get to where you need to get. So, totally agree. Reels. If I didn't have reels, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it, but I've been, like I said, I'm blessed with the opportunity to have a network. So now it's like, all right, what are we doing? What can I do with what I have now if this is gone?
Yep.
So keep that in mind. You guys never know. Like with my Thrive business, my health and wellness, I have a whole bunch of customers. I have like teammates. But you never know when you have a superstar. They might be in your damn DMs right now. You don't even know it yet, you guys.
Okay, you really just do not know. Yeah, and your network is your net worth. Don't let that go over your head. Like really, like yeah, your network can create so many opportunities and really change the trajectory of your life. So as long as you are posting consistently or putting yourself out there in some type of way where you're open to receiving or you're just putting yourself out there to meet new people, like-minded people. You never know who you come across. You never know who you have touched. You never know what type of impact that you have had in someone's life. And you just never know what opportunities are going to come. Since I've
Absolutely.
been on my entrepreneur journey, it's been nothing but opportunities, but it has also been from me being able to switch from a limited mindset, oh, I got to work a 9 to 5. I'm a single mom. I don't really want to take that risk. I don't really want to, oh, I'm scared. No leap of faith. I don't like, no. When I went on my entrepreneur journey, when I started, I had to change my mindset to like, okay, like, all right, I'm uncomfortable because I'm supposed to take this leap of faith. Okay, let me embrace it instead of running from it. I'm uncomfortable. I'm keep running. No, that's not working for me. I'm going to embrace it, and I'm also going to just shift that whole mindset, and that has really changed the trajectory for me and the people that I have come across. And I'm pretty sure the people that I'm going to continue to meet and that network I'm going to continue to build will be a game changer.
Yes.
So even if you're not getting that rose play bonuses money, please still leverage your social media. You might not have like-minded people in your city, but you can meet like-minded people on social media.
Yes.
And that's why I'm doing this, because I really do want to be able to build just that support community for everyone, because we are in a pandemic, we are in a tough time. If we can all make money and uplift and motivate each other, then why not? It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Yes.
So I think we got into most of the questions. They do want to know, how many times are you posting again?
3 to 5 days. I'm sorry, 3 to 5 days.
3 to 5 times a day.
Yes, a day.
Okay, three to five
I'll post
times.
3, but I'll try to do 5 at most.
Okay. Well, that is pretty good. Are you also posting on TikTok or Instagram or anything?
I post. Yeah, I do. I don't do as much on TikTok anymore, just because since I'm getting paid on the Facebook Reels, I'm focusing more of the stuff there because you know how they can't be repetitive and whatnot. Okay, I'm sorry
Hmm.
guys. I don't know if you can hear that beeping noise, but I
No.
post on IG as well and TikTok, but mostly is Facebook at the moment.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, guys. So if you missed this, and if you want to go back and rewind after the whole thing is over, this is Michelle. She has been able to organically build her audience from 50 followers to over 100,000 in just 1 month. She has made over 33,000 total in the Reels Play Bonuses program. And I don't know if you're comfortable asking, but a lot of people have been chiming in just to say like what they have been doing with the money that they have got from Rose Play. Like, have you been able to do anything that you always wanted to do, or maybe make a special purchase or anything?
Well, definitely paid off some debt and opened that opportunity for my clothing line.
Yes,
So
that's
I invested
big.
in our clothing line. So
You can't go wrong when you invest back in yourself. That's what
absolutely.
I think. No loans, okay? And
Mhm.
that's really great as far as just this extra income. Like, who would have knew this change would have been able to turn into an investment that you put back into or start a new business with? So I do think that is really great. And I think one of the last questions that we have is, do you use hashtags? And if so, how many?
I do use hashtags. I probably do about four to six hashtags, depending on what I'm posting, like what certain content. But yeah, the least is at least 4.
Okay.
No
And are
more.
you doing all popular hashtags? Or are you doing like one popular, one middle ground, one unrelated hashtag? Or is there
No,
anything specific?
most of my hashtags is gonna relate to what I'm doing. So
Okay.
positive energy, positive vibes. I'm a mom. I'll do like mompreneur, moms over 40. So stuff that
Okay.
relates to me, not
Girl,
necessarily.
you gotta stop saying 40 because people would not know that. We think you in your
Well,
20s.
yeah, I get that a lot.
But no, seriously. So yeah, that is awesome. So you're saying mostly related hashtags and
Hmm.
4 to 6 related hashtags to
Yes.
whatever type of content that you're posting.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now, has your views dropped recently? I know because a lot of people views are dropping with it becoming more oversaturated. Like, where are you standing right now?
Yeah. Since like I said, the first month that was the crazy month. The second month I went to, I believe, just 7 million views opposed to 22, and in the third month I think I'm at like, I don't know, 5 6 or something. So it's gone down a lot, but my followers are still coming. Like I believe right now my followers are at 132,000. So I'm still getting followers, you guys. Regardless of not getting crazy ass views, there people are still following me and watching me. I think I'm averaging like what, a thousand followers a week.
That's pretty
So
good.
yeah, it's still crazy.
That's great. Now,
So
do you have the professional dashboard?
I do.
Okay, okay. So yeah, that is great. That is great. I know someone is asking, does religious content motivation break any rules? Are you doing any content around religion? Or
Me,
is it yeah, or is it just generic inspiration?
just your inspirational, kind of content.
Right. I would want to say I don't think so. I mean, I see people posting like about God and stuff, so I don't see anybody saying they have a violation because they posted something in that nature.
Yeah.
So I don't know along the lines of how deep you're trying to get into it, but not as far as I know. But I will also say always go back to the policy and the terms and conditions and just check to see what the violations are just to make sure. But I don't think
Right.
I've seen anything like that. I think it's like a free what you call that, freedom freedom to create. Just
Right.
nothing crazy, no hate speech or anything like that. So I want to say you're good, but always go back just to check those violations. And we are going to wrap it up. I don't see any more questions. I want to thank anybody that has tuned in tonight or who is catching the replay. I hope you got something from it. If you came in not feeling your best or not feeling uplifted, not feeling motivated, feeling like you might want to stop posting or you might want to quit in general, then I hope you got some motivation out of this. And I hope you start just looking at whatever you have around you, doing some self reflecting, active listening to what others, especially strangers, say you good at, and start just tapping into your natural gifts in order to be able to bring insight and value, but also less stress on you because you're doing stuff that you actually love. So I do want to thank you again for coming on the show tonight. It was super dope the insight that you were able to bring.
Thanks
Um,
for having me.
because sometimes people don't think it's possible until they hear somebody else talking about it or they see somebody else coming with the receipts.
Mm.
Because people like to see receipts nowadays. So if you didn't catch it, it is in the beginning of the video. Um, so yeah, I don't think we have anything. I thought I saw one more thing, but I think we are good. So thank you so much. And if you are watching, like, share, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. I am back next Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Don't forget, can I just shout out my
Do
little
your
clothing line?
thing. Do your thing.
Guys, my clothing line is ate.wear all that energy, because that's what my content is. So
Ooh.
all that energy, inspirational stuff. We have men's and women's clothing. Check it out. A lot of inspirational goodies on there. So yes, uh, atewear.com.
I love it. I love it. Guys, make sure you go ahead and check that out. I know I already had Michelle links in the description box. So if you're looking for her on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Her links are below, but I'll also add the link to her clothing store because I do love the inspirational and motivational merchandise. So let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. And everyone, if you're in the group, I'll see you in the group. If you're not in the group, try to get in the group. Turn your post notifications on. And I hope you just motivated. Stay motivated. Scared money don't make no money. Okay. So have a great night, everyone. And I gotta go. Bye.